leaving here with this class, I will remember this forever. This was a class of high-performing Marines. The personalities, the performance, everything about it was phenomenal. So thank you for laying that foundation, John. Thank you. So a little bit about recruit training, the last 12 weeks of Marines experience. We break it down into 4 phases, which begins with the processing and forming, or as we know it as receiving. This is when they get off that bus late at night. They step off in the yellow footprints and meet our drill instructors for the first time. Not their drill instructors, but drill instructors. For the first time in a long time, many of your sons get a haircut this day. And they don't enjoy it, but it's always a good laugh. From there, after a medical screening and initial issue of their gear, that first Friday will be the initial strength test, which consists of pull-ups, push-ups, plank, crunches, and a 1.5 mile timed run, just to make sure that they're physically fit and capable enough to continue training. Later on that Friday, what we know as Black Friday, when they finally meet their drill instructors for the first time. That weekend is long. The hours are long, the yelling, the intensity. They were not sure they wanted to be here those days. But that's what transitions us to the first phase, the military induction phase. This is the military knowledge, the basic combat skills, the treatments, how to actually hold their weapon, the parts, the pieces, the very, very basics. We're breaking them down and introducing them to the new military lifestyle. This is when they start going through physical fitness unlike they've gone through before. This physical fitness here is actually designed to be rigorous, to put them through the test, through the ringer, as a team, and that's why as a team they succeed. Close order drill, which Company I values very, very heavily. Little known fact for actually, I don't know if your sons have told you, we currently hold the regimental record. In a game of fractions of a point, scored by each platoon, we are 2 whole points above the closest platoon. Dedication of your Marines. And it was a wonderful show, the best I've seen yet in my 9 cycles. Close order drill is the basics of military fundamentals. It's the combat formations, it's the teamwork, the discipline, and the precision movements that make the hallmark of Marines. We also teach them the martial arts, basic defense and offensive techniques that we expect of warriors. Which transitions us to the second phase, when the DIs, the drill instructors, pull off a little bit. Training still increases and gets harder, however we start emphasizing more small unit leadership, more ownership of the recruits. We teach them how to swim for some, otherwise we just test them. Because as Marines, we will deploy on a ship or be stationed on a coast. They will be swimming, I can guarantee. We also stress the small unit leadership, as I said before. There is a team week associated where they are separated into small groups, assigned tasks. In the absence of drill instructors, tested to see if they do the right thing when no one is looking. After that, we will transition to third phase, where we go into Camp Edson on Camp Pendleton, where they will actually transition to my favorite phase, arguably theirs as well. And the reason why they joined recruit training, the actual field skills and how to employ their weapon. Because every Marine is a rifleman, regardless of skills, MOS, or job, they can always be called upon to be a rifleman. They'll also learn field skills such as land navigation, bivouac skills, combat formations, as well as just basic assault techniques. They'll also go through the confidence chamber. We call it the confidence chamber so they're confident in their equipment. I'll tell you about the gas chamber. There's many funny stories. I highly encourage you to ask them. More often than not, it was right here. At the end of the third phase is the Crucible, a 54-hour training exercise where they march around the training areas more than 40 miles on their feet, doing 34 obstacles in combat realistic scenarios. This is truly one of the most grueling things your son has done in their life. At the end of that, we take them on a 9-mile hike up an actual mountain. Reaper is an actual mountain, and they will tell you as such. I'm sure you've seen the pictures. And they earn their title, and we give them the eagle of an anchor. And if they say they didn't cry, you tell them they're lying. I was there. I saw it. There was not a dry eye in the crowd. After that, we bring them back down here. They are now Marines. They'll enter the Marine phase where we give them mentorship, prepare them to actually leave here and graduate. Back to you for 10 whole days. As I said before, it truly was an honor actually serving with your Marines. I will remember this cycle forever. I can't thank you enough, but I know I'm not the reason you're here to concede, and so I'd like to bring out our company first sergeant, Fuentes.